Hello guys, NautoAisDx once again. I just want to give a disclaimer on this particular vlog. Originally, this was supposed to be posted the week after Wave 5B was released at Target. And basically what I'm showing you is the aftermath of my local Target, what happened after Wave 5B was released. But something happened. Unfortunately, personal business got in the way, or should I say, I had to deal with personal business. I had other things I had to do, and that's why I kind of noticed that the lack of videos on the MmGS blog in response, and also as well as my main channel, the MmGS Game Showcase. Unfortunately, some personal thing happened. I had to deal with it, so I do apologize for that. So with that, here's the extra MmGS blog about Nintendo related again. Hello guys, NautoAisDx once again, and this is gonna be an extra vlog in the month of September. So this is not about me talking about Splatoon or DLC yet. I'm still working on that one, but basically a lot of things happen after the launch of Amiibo, mostly Nintendo related. So basically this one is going to be Nintendo related news. I just want to give a quick thoughts about it because it's not really much to say, but excuse me. Excuse me there. So the first thing is what you're watching here is a loop video of me recording the aftermath of Wave 11 at my local Target. So if you see, the only one left there was Dr. Mario, because they ordered a lot of Dr. Mario. And this was recorded on Wednesday. I can't remember the date, but it was last Wednesday. But because what happened was, what I heard was Thursday, the next day, apparently Target had a restock of Wave 5, including 8-bit Mario. That they had a restock that even Ari from Gamer Horizon, chief and editor of Gamer Horizon, he was able to get an 8-bit classic color Mario because he bought Super Mario Maker, so he wanted the amiibo. There you go. So Ari, congrats. But yeah, what you're looking here is the aftermath. Then I went there on Wednesday. Dr. Mario is the only one left. Alright, so while this video's being looping, I want to give my thought about a lot of things Nintendo related. Well, first of all is September 14th in Japan, they finally announced the new president, Tatsumi Kimishima. Yeah, I mean, if you want to know more about him, you can Google it or just type his name on YouTube. A lot of people already they gave their thoughts about him. And I just want to give my personal thought about it. First of all, the gist of him is, let's just say that this guy was CEO and president of Nintendo of America before Reggie became the latest president. So that's kind of like a hint there. So the question probably is it a good thing or a bad thing? Well, to me personally, I say sort of towards the good thing, because when I see this guy and a lot of the story about this guy, especially why they chose this guy, he's kind of the opposite of the late Iwata. You know, God bless his soul. He's being missed. But again, yeah. So basically, this guy's the opposite. And one thing that was interesting was that apparently Kimishima basically gave his thought about the Wii U when they were showing like what the Wii U is, and apparently he was basically saying that he felt like the Wii U was going to be like the Wii and the consumers are going to get confused. And you know what? He was right. So props to him. And this guy's more on the business side than Iwata. That's why I think with this guy, it'll probably help Nintendo go to a different direction. But he did also say that he's still following some part of Iwata's direction. But he even also said that and again, opposite to Iwata, apparently this guy is like he has no problem working or basically hiring people outside of the circle. I mean, the first thing that people knew that, well, is Nintendo going to hire somebody new or they're going to hire somebody within the circle? Of course, I suspect because Nintendo's an all Japanese company, they hire somebody within the circle. But when Kimishima basically, now it's a new president of Nintendo, he said that he has no problem basically working with people from the outside, so outside the circle. So that could be many things. But I think with this guy, he might, I think to some extent, a high percentage, he could put Nintendo in the right direction because it's all about business. I mean, Iwata, great idea is what he does. No offense. Some of his ideas may be good, like the Virtual Console, the Wii U, the Wii. But the problem, to some extent, with those good ideas, it doesn't follow through. I mean, look at the Virtual Console. It was a great idea. Able to play all games on a new system. That should be like its own category. But what's the problem with it? What's the downside? You can't pump them out a lot. And for third party, you need to have permission from third party to do it. Look what happened to the NES TMNT. Konami, the reason why Konami was selling it for $6 because they had to renew the license. And I guess Iwata didn't see that. Another one was that why can't Virtual Console be like compatible with all the systems? Why do we have to double dip on it? And there's rumors has it that because it's a different architect that they couldn't do it, and by doing it for free, it's going to cost them a lot of money. So again, there's some difference about it. And I think another one about Kimishima is that apparently Iwata basically felt that this guy wasn't really good as a CEO. Yet the upper management of Nintendo basically hired him. So that's what I meant by it's kind of like the opposite of Iwata. So I think for this guy, I think he can help. And remember, he's only, right now they're evaluating him for 1 year. So right now he's only CEO, Nintendo president for 1 year. That's it. So we'll see what happens with his direction within 1 year. So let's see. But again, it is pure business. So hopefully one of the things is that this guy thinks about business, what's good for businesses. Stop basically trying to capitalize the Wii U. Oh my gosh, like Virtual SNES, GBA, DS on the Wii U. Why not put it on the 3DS? And the thing is that Iwata was so fixated. He was trying to focus on trying to make the Wii U sell. I mean, he was trying to do whatever it takes. I mean, he's finally basically caving in and going mobile, so that's a good thing. I mean, that's interesting. I mean, again, they're making money. So hopefully, when it comes to business, hopefully Kimishima he knows what's good, what's best for business. You want to make money, you want people to support you. One of them is, my example is, put SNES, N64, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS, Virtual Console on the 3DS. People will give you more money. And then if it's possible, trying to figure out to cross-buy and enough with the double dipping. Because that's kind of really unfortunate. You have to double dip. Like, because the Wii version Virtual Console is different than the N64 or the Wii U, that you have to pay for it. Not really cool. So, again, we'll see what happens to this one. So, again, best of luck to Kimishima. And, oh, by the way, just because he's old, it doesn't mean that he's old school. And not for this guy. And the reason why I say that is because he was president of NOA at one point. So chances are he probably knows the American business culture. We'll just have to see. And as far as looks, yeah, as Alpha Magazine said, come on, man, that's just wrong. Just no. So anyway, with that, Star Fox Zero got delayed, according to Miyamoto, because they want to polish the game. Good thing or bad thing? Okay, so first is delays. As you remember what excuse me, sorry about that. What Miyamoto said was, from his own quote, a delay on a game will eventually be good. A bad game will always be a bad game. And I'll give my more thoughts about this quote that Iwata said. Or, dang it, I was thinking about the previous topic. Miyamoto said, I'm gonna give that in a long my thoughts about it and what's the deal with that and why that quote is very important to some extent. But all I can say is that I do agree with Iwata. 90% of the time, a delay in a game will eventually be good, but sometimes a bad game will always be a bad game. And of course, just because the delay in a game doesn't necessarily mean most of the time it's going to be good, but sometimes when there's an anomaly, it will not. One example of that is The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. The game was delayed, I think, a couple of times, and when the game came out, guess what happened? It had a game. I think I told about this before, but yeah, it had a game-breaking glitch that you couldn't go on if you do the quest out of order, or you did a certain quest that they had to create a channel just to fix it. So that's the 10% that, yeah, you delay the game, but unfortunately, it's still not good because there's a game-breaking glitch. Just throwing it out there. But it is important that if you want to improve the game, do you need a delay? Because look what happened to Unity. Look what happened to the Master Chief Collection for Halo. It's a lot of people. They were arguing. They were frustrated. They were so mad. Right, so you're paying $60 and you got a buggy game. And of course, Batman Arkham Knight for the PC. The game apparently doesn't even work. And you can't have that because they paid blood money, hard-earned cash, and then, oh well, the game doesn't work. That doesn't fly. So again, if they delay the game, meaning that Star Fox is going to be better, or adding multiplayer online, then yeah, they should. So again, unless that's the only game that you really want to play, then I feel for you. But again, if you have a Wii U, there's a lot of games. There's Splatoon, Super Mario Maker, Xenoblade Chronicles X coming, Mario Tennis, and it's a past game. Wind Waker HD, Mario Kart 8, Super Smash Brother. Yeah, Nintendo games. There you go. So, what else I can think about that Nintendo related that happened? Okay, well. Yeah, you know what? That's all I can think of right now. Well, yeah, so there you go. My thoughts on, the aftermath of Wave 5B, the new president of Nintendo of Japan. Wish the best of him. I think he will take them to the right direction, and Star Fox Zero being delayed. So with that, thanks for listening. That's it for now. I'll see you guys later. Bye.